Hi everybody, Ken Johnson, First Alert 6 Chief Meteorologist here with you, and we are looking at our storm system. We've been tracking it for the better part of the week. We told you it's going to be a slow mover, and it is. You can see it spinning with some snow in the higher elevations out west in Arizona, some showers in the valleys here. This system, and again tonight into early Wednesday, it doesn't move a whole lot, but it does begin to inch a little bit to the east. And as it does so, we're going to begin to see the clouds that are over Texas and into Oklahoma begin to thicken up, and that should give way to some shower chances off and on throughout the day Wednesday. Now, as that main storm center itself begins to really kick in late Wednesday night, early Thursday, and this will be before the sun comes up on Thursday, we should see a better concentration of showers and storms. And we're looking up in the atmosphere here. This is what we call a 500 millibar chart. This is way up there at about 20,000 feet in the atmosphere, and at this level, this is kind of how we forecast. We look from the top down. We're looking at upper level energy, and this is the energy with that storm center out west. Out ahead of it, that's where you get your lift. Now, what I want you to watch is this. Here we go. It's moving to the east here, and you can see kind of how it kind of begins to push eastward a bit. It kind of elongates out. You've got a lot of energy out this way. And out ahead of it, you're going to get a good push to the atmosphere, especially as we head into early Thursday. I'm telling you, late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. You get one part of the atmosphere that kind of splits, and it kind of lifts northward here. And then out ahead of it, you get another bit of piece of energy here that kind of lifts the atmosphere out to the right. So you've got a left and a right. And if you take your hands, you put it in a bucket of water, or let's say your bathtub or sink or something, and you do like this to the water, what happens? That top layer of the water evacuates here, but the bottom layer of the water comes up to replace it. Same thing in the atmosphere. And I talked about this in my video yesterday. Atmosphere is a lot like water. The jet stream is like a river. And when you see that evacuation, the upper level winds, the bottom of it pushes up. So you get that lift. There's a lot of forced lift in the atmosphere. And that's when we should see a better concentration of showers and storms. So if we take a look here, this is going to be Wednesday through Thursday. There's going to be a band of heavy rain and storms, I think. Primarily here along and east of I-35, south central parts of Oklahoma, southeast Oklahoma, then down into the Dallas-Fort Worth area, probably down to the south here some, maybe Waco, maybe down towards maybe the Weatherford, Mineral Wells area. Then you get back to the west here, and it is going to butt up to parts of Texoma, and that would be parts of Young County, Jack County, Jefferson County in Oklahoma, maybe Stevens County, and then over into Montague County. Now, in this area here, this is kind of what I'm looking at as of now. I'm going to forecast rainfall amounts in this dark green area into the 1 to 3 inch category here. Now, you go to the west, the further west you go, there's going to be some rain, but it will be lighter amounts to the west here, 1/4 inch or less for the most part. But then you jump into this little lime green or light green area. That's a little bit of a buffer zone. There's going to be heavier rain, I think, just east of here, but maybe just close enough to include a 1/2 inch in places like Wichita Falls and Graham. And if that band of heavier rain were to shift a little bit westward, maybe up to 1 inch. Checking out the high-resolution future tracker. This is off the HRRR computer model, and this is what radar. This is a simulation of what the radar might look like. So what the model does is it looks at the atmosphere, and it takes into to account what's going on, the many variables in the atmosphere here, and it says this is what it might look like on radar. So as you can see, late tonight into Wednesday, there's a little batch of showers. This is your first little wave of moisture lifting northward here to North Texas and into Oklahoma, and then you'll see some more of that lifting northward into Wednesday afternoon. But tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, remember that split I was talking about in the atmosphere? There's your band of heavier rain and storms focused near or just west of the Dallas area, right down into northwest Texas and down into central Texas here. And look at that explosion with that really big area of heavy rainfall. And this is before the sun comes up Thursday, centered over Montague County, over into Wise County, Jack County, and then into the Dallas area. And now I'm not expecting a lot in the way of severe weather with this, but something isolated could produce a strong wind gust or maybe some very small hail. I think that if things can come together, it doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of juice. Remember, we're in late January, and we've had a lot of cold air in the Gulf of Mexico here. So we're not looking at a lot of low-level moisture. So if we kind of put this into motion, there might be a better chance if you can get enough daytime heating maybe over there into Mississippi and maybe parts of Louisiana for an isolated supercell or two. But right now, it looks like any severe threat will be on the low side and mostly confined to maybe an isolated wind gust within this line over along the Gulf Coast here. But back to the west on Thursday, it's going to be fairly windy over a good part of Texas and Oklahoma, but the rain will shift out of here, and it looks like we're setting the stage for some good weather as we head into this upcoming weekend. Now, this is a look at potential rainfall amounts from the HRRR computer model. And what it does is it's just looking at the what the radar might look like, and it kind of puts down some rainfall estimates as associated with that here. And through, you can say through Wednesday night and early Thursday, the heaviest rainfall amounts, Oklahoma down into the Dallas area, just east of Wichita Falls. Some of these areas here in this dark orange color you see here, 2 to 3 inch amounts, maybe even isolated amounts higher than that. But then the further west you go, the lighter the amounts will be. In fact, across the Panhandle, probably going to see a dry slot back here, so you're probably going to miss out on a lot of the rain. Of course, I'll be keeping an eye on it, and I will have updates right here on social media, Facebook, and on YouTube as we get into this event, as we head into Wednesday.